Hi everyone, this is Paul and you're watching Billy's Educatela. In this today video session, I would like to discuss about abstraction in Java. Before going to the topic, please subscribe my channel and share the content which is present in my channel and like the video and click the bell icon for my notifications. Now let us discuss the topic of abstraction. Data abstraction is a process of hiding certain details and showing only essential information to the user. So when an abstract class or a method is declared, it will hide the certain details and show only the essential information that is required for the user. So it means that this abstract method or the class provides the security to the data which is inside the class or the method. So the main aim of the abstraction is to provide the security to the data which is stored in the program. Abstraction can be achieved with either abstract class or interfaces. So this abstraction can be achieved by using the abstraction classes or by using the interfaces. The abstract keyword is used for classes and the methods. Now let us discuss an abstract class. So this abstract class is a restricted class that cannot be used to create the objects. So this class cannot create the objects. To access it, it must be inherited from the another class. If a class is an abstract class, so that class doesn't contain any objects. Okay, so how we can create the objects? After accessing the data which is in the abstract class, that means the inheritance has to be occurred in the abstract class. So an abstract class is here. So to access this data, we must have another class that must inherit the data which is present in the abstract class. So here some class extends abstract class. So in this way, the data in the abstract class is inherited into the new class such that the object can be declared to the abstract class by using this extended class, and the abstract method can only be used in the abstract class. So this abstract method is only used in the abstract class only. The body is provided by the subclass. So when an abstract method is declared inside an abstract method is declared inside a abstract class, so that this abstract method doesn't contain any body. So this body is entirely provided in the inherited class. So if here an abstract method is declared in this class, so when this class is inherited to another class, in this class the abstract method body is declared. So in the new class only the abstract method data is stored. In the next slide, I will explain how an abstract method and abstract class works. So here is an example. So here is an abstract class. In this abstract class, I take a method named as void name. So that method is an abstract method. So and here is a normal method. So this normal method can be given the body, but the abstract method doesn't given any body. Okay, so when here I declared an object vehicle, my object is equals to new vehicle of. So when I created an object by using the abstract class, it will generate an error. So because this abstract class doesn't inherited, because so after inheritance only the object creation should be occur, so it will generate the error. Now let us discuss an example. So here I created an class, abstract class named as Paul. In this class I take an abstract method and a normal method. So the body is present for the normal method. The body for this abstract method is provided in this inherited class. So I inherited the Paul class into a new class named as student. So class student extends Paul. Extends is a keyword which is used for inheriting the data from the parent class to the subclass. So here the abstract method, so the body of the abstract method is produced, that means taken in the inherited class. And here is a main class. In this main class I am creating a object by using the inherited class only. So there is no need of using the abstract class, because when I created an abstract class object, it will generate an error. So in order to get the data, I created an inherited class, so that I will create an object for the inherited class only. So for that inherited class I am sending the information, so by using the object s1.college. So here s1.college will be printed, and after that s1.study. Okay, I think so you understood it. If you have any doubts, comment below. Now let us discuss what is an interface. Another way to achieve abstraction in Java is with interfaces. So for achieving the abstraction, interfaces are used. On implementation of an interface, you must override all of its methods. By overriding all of its methods, security will be provided. Interface methods are by default as abstract and public. So for example, I am creating an interface X. So the data which is present in this interface are the abstract methods. So in this interface I am declaring some public some y, public void y, sorry, public void y. So this method is an, by default it is an abstract method and a public method. Interface methods do not have a body. The body is provided by the implements class. So when we are declaring an interface method, it is same as an abstraction method, because there is no we didn't provide any body to this method in abstract method, while in interface method too we didn't provide any body. So this body will be provided in the inherited interface. For example, here an interface human. So this human is to study. I took it as one method and another method as college. So like abstract classes, interface cannot be used to create objects. So abstract classes do not create any objects. In the same way too, interfaces cannot create the objects too. Java does not support multiple inheritance. The main drawback in Java is it doesn't support the multiple inheritance. In upcoming video session I will discuss about inheritance. There I will discuss about multiple inheritance and the types of inheritance. However, it can be achieved with the interfaces because the class can implement multiple interfaces. So to overcome the creation of multiple inheritance, so as Java doesn't support the multiple inheritance, to overcome this problem we created an interface so that we can create multiple inheritance by creating multiple interfaces. Here, while in multiple inheritance we will create multiple classes, so that it is generating an error. To overcome that error we are creating multiple interfaces. Now let us discuss an example. So here this is a package named as some bank or anything. I defined it as some school. So I took an interface named as Paul, and in that interface I created two methods named as college and the study. So this class is inherited, that means the data is accessed into another class named as student by using implements keyword. So classes are inherited by using extends keyword, while interfaces are inherited by using implements keyword. Okay, did you get my point? So here, after accessing the data from the interface, that is from main class, I am creating the college method. In that college method, I am printing some college named as Potato College. Just for fun, I named it as Potato. And in that another method named as study, he is studying as 12th class. In the 12th class of Potato College, Paul is studying. So in the main class, I am creating an object named as S1, such that this object belongs to only the subclass and it doesn't belongs to the main class, that means parent class. So by using the object only, we can access the data. So this object access the data and prints the data. I think so you understood it. If you have any doubts regarding the topic, comment below and do subscribe, share and like the video. Thank you everyone.